So hello everyone, we start our session. We have 10-minute delay, but I think we have a very important, very interesting thing to see and hear. And today's session will be divided into two parts. The first part, 2 hours, is devoted to Healthcare Investment Hub because my name is Jarek Chojecki. I am a team member of Polish Development Fund, and I am coordinator of the program. We will tell you something about this program. We have special guests in our session. The first speaker is Eliza Kruczkowska, who is director of the Polish Development Fund, and then will be Ben Musa, sorry, I have to pronounce, thank you, Amin. And then we have our guests from Novartis and Lomor, and of course we have startups from our program. So, but the first, we start from the keynote speaking from, and I will ask Eliza the floor is yours.
Thank you. I do appreciate that everyone came here that early, especially knowing that there was a party yesterday, so thank you for being here at 9 a.m. My name is Eliza Kruczkowska and I'm leading Innovation Department at Polish Development Fund. We are I think, one of the biggest investor in Central Eastern Europe, investing in companies. We do direct investment and we behave a bit like a private equity fund where we look for big companies with over 20 million EBITDA. We have investment like WB Electronics, PESA, maybe you know, the train producer. That's the big ones in the direct investment, the third point you can see here. But what mostly interests you, we do as well indirect investment into startups. How does it work? PFR, having the public money, is selecting VC teams to whom we give up to, depends on the size of the fund, but let's say 30, 40, 50 million Polish zloty. They combine this money with a private money. So another 50 or 30 millions comes from a private side. And this fund is later investing into startups. But the third, and I think as well a very important part of our activities, is to connect the dots and educate entrepreneurs how to raise money and how to grow their business. So that's why actually we are here. With the innovation department, we target 3 groups. One is perhaps you, the startuppers. With many programs, you see their logos, like School of Pioneers, which is our venture building program. And we started to look at the verticals that are critical for the market, like dual-use technology. Of course, we want our Polish army to be modern and use startup solutions. You know that the war in Ukraine is a drone war, so Polish army is looking for a new technologies that they can implement. We collaborate very closely with Ministry of Defense, and as a Polish Development Fund, we are investor in NATO Innovation Fund. On the top of that, we have as well noticed that there's a huge opportunity in the healthcare sector. And this year, we have launched this program. We work as well with the large organization, helping them to go through digital transformation, and with municipalities, helping them to use or create smart city projects. But what interests you most, perhaps, is the life science market and where you can grow. And we, as you can see here on the slide, the growth is rapid, and I think since 2020, growing very rapidly. You can see some statistics where we are in terms of health investment, biotech investment, and life science funds. In Poland, we make very small steps, and so far we have few funds that are only interested in this particular aspect. But as well, we have international funds, and actually after me, you will see one of the leader of this European fund that we try to attract to Poland and show them Polish startups. In terms of why Poland is such a great place to start a business, you definitely know that we have, I think, strong talent pool of engineers and scientists. What's the challenge? And it's not only Polish challenge, is how to make and how to assist those scientists to create companies. This is not only a Polish challenge, but I think the whole Europe is struggling with that. There is even a meme showing that you have Elon Musk rocket, and as an example of US innovation, and then you have a plastic bottle with a cap saying that this is like a European innovation. We tend to regulate too much and over-regulate and maybe protect too much. That makes your work a bit harder. But still, I believe that healthcare will be, perhaps in all those EU strategies, main core and main focus in the future. So, why we decided to build this program? We had some success stories. We did a pilot in 2019 of biotech program where we tried to connect Polish VCs with 15 selected startups. So out of that, BIOTS attracted 7 million investment from Montes Capital, and hopefully this program as well will connect you to some investors as well. We had as well Jutro Medical, Adam Janczewski, you might heard of him. He was a member of the School of Pioneers program of PFR, and he got 30 million round from local and international investors. So that just shows that the market is growing. You can see here all the logos of VC funds that we have collaborated with. On the right-hand side, you see the Polish one, Aligo, Balnord, Innovo, Sunfish, and Unique VC. Those are Polish. And we attracted or started collaborating with 5 international ones that are looking in the Central Eastern European market and looking at the deal flow and the quality of projects. Carista, our main partner of this program, is here with us today, and Amin, who represented that fund, will definitely tell you why Poland, for him, is an interesting place to invest. So, in the Healthcare Investment Hub, we have decided to not only collaborate with VCs, but as well collaborate with big pharma companies. And that was amazing how much involved they were in the program and how much they help. We have Novartis here that will be presenting today. Thank you for such an involvement in the program. But we as well try to involve public entities, and sometimes, of course, it's difficult to invite NFZ or ABM and all the scientific institutions. But we have as well a very good collaboration with AIT Health. So we were actually surprised that over 100 startups applied to the programs. We have selected very good 16 companies and created 2 boot camps, which end up with a speed dating of those companies meeting venture capitals. Today, in this session, we will definitely see presentation of the best projects that were participating in the program. That's them. So congratulations to all those companies that graduated from this program and enter PFR family. Definitely we will be supporting them and we will try to help them to grow and meet people who are interested in their development as well. What's next? This is the new financial perspective, which you actually might consider quite optimistic. Last 2 years were very challenging for the startup market in Poland because of the lack of funds. Still, Polish VC market depends on the public support, so everyone was waiting for our activities to start. And this year, you can see already 4 funds that were launched I think 2 months ago. Next week we will learn about 4 new funds that we're gonna announce. So as you can see, things are starting. You have those. This is the capitalization of the fund. So they have around 250 million that will be invested into startups. In total, as you could see in the previous slide, there will be over 3 billion Polish zloty distributed into 5 different programs, and those money will go to startups. So I think it's a good opportunity for you to get ready, to learn how to pitch, to talk to investors, to ask them what do they need, and prepare yourself and your project trying to get funding, because that's our role, is to provide you with a capital so you can grow your company. Thank you.
So, thank you very much, Eliza, for this introduction. And now maybe you understand why we don't use the English acronym. We're using Polish acronym of Polish Development Fund, because we are not PDF, but PFR. And now, if you're looking for big investment in Europe, investment fund which is focusing on the healthcare market, you for sure found a Karista, and we have a representative of Karista today, Amin, who tell us about the European perspective on the Polish market. So, Arista, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Jarek.
Amin, the floor.
Thanks, Jarek. Thank you for having me. So my name is Amin Ben Moussa. I work with Karista. We're a pan-European venture fund focused on 2 strategies. So we have an active strategy in space technology that we deliver through a dedicated fund with a dedicated team. And then we have a HealthTech strategy, and I'm part of that HealthTech strategy. We've been historically a French investor, but in 2018 we made a major pivot to invest more broadly across Europe, and we started doing that over the past couple of years. And now we're really stepping on the gas to invest more broadly across Europe. And in fact, we've been working on the Polish market for the past 18-24 months to get a better understanding of the ecosystem, and we've been really impressed with what we've been witnessing in terms of growth and maturity of the ecosystem. So thanks again for having me. Every time I've been coming here to Poland to attend an event or meet with companies, it didn't really feel like attending an event, but really felt like being part of a movement, and that's mainly driven by you as entrepreneurs who are contributing to building great health tech companies. And as somebody who's had the privilege of investing across North America for a little over 15 years, and more recently in Europe, and having witnessed the growth and maturity of the ecosystem here in Poland and more broadly in the CEE region, I can confidently say that the market here is not anymore the so-called emerging market, but it's really becoming a redefined market with very strong fundamentals. Healthcare is a very complex industry, as you know. It's probably one of the most complex, heavily regulated, and emotionally driven industries. It's not really for the faint of heart. And yet, here you are building great companies that are going to be improving lives and saving costs to the overall ecosystem. And that takes courage, it takes vision. But at the same time, the global health tech opportunity is massive. It's a booming sector. And there are massive areas of improvements, from AI-driven diagnostics to telemedicine or virtual health platforms, to precision medicine or the promises of precision medicine. The world is really hungry for innovation, and Poland has a really key role to play. And I don't think Poland can just be a small part on the equation, but really help in reshaping the fundamentals of health tech innovation. And as an investor, we're really excited about this market, and there are some fundamental reasons why we really believe this is a very strong market. To double click on some of the elements that were mentioned by Elisa, I think that you benefit here, and for us as investors, from unparalleled tech talent. I mean, we've been impressed with the quality of tech talent in Poland, and it's just not anecdotal. If we look at one of the recent PFR reports, there's over 60% of startups in Poland that are working on AI, big data, and machine learning, and there is a lot of people being educated in the space and with very high quality education and experience. And those are the fundamentals of the future of health tech innovation. So that's really, really interesting for us as investors. As Elisa mentioned, there is a growing investment momentum. The VC space in general has attracted almost $500 million last year in the country. There is a small but growing chunk of that going to life sciences and health tech opportunities, about 20% of money going there, but it's growing. But what's most interesting is when you look at later stage deals, there is a growing interest from international or cross-border investors. That means that a lot of global investors are waking up to the potential in the country. Number three, there is a strong ability to execute with very high quality and at a low cost. So you can really have strong cost efficiency without compromising on quality. And for us as investors, that goes a long way. It means that you can stretch the dollar or the euro a bit longer, have a longer runway. It gives you as founders the ability to build your jet before takeoff. And we can really extend with the same kind of capital, we can extend runway here a lot longer than we can do so in places such as London or Silicon Valley. And then there is also the very important dynamic regulatory environments. In fact, Poland sits in a sort of a Goldilocks zone where you're close enough to the EU ecosystem to benefit from the harmonized rules, but at the same time, nimble enough to pilot innovative solutions in the country without being bogged down with the administrative red tape. That is really critical to advance in health tech innovation, especially at the early stages where you have to build, iterate, build, reiterate, and keep doing that without having to really deal with the administrative burdens. Maybe a couple of lessons to share with you, given my experience with investing in the space. I would say two main things. The first one, move fast, but with strong precision. You know, in the Silicon Valley, the break things and move fast has become a mantra. We can't really do that in the health tech space. I mean, we still need to deal with a regulated environment, but also we have patients at the end of the day, so we can't really break things. Breaking things can become catastrophic, but that doesn't mean you can't move fast. The only tip of advice there is think like a surgeon, don't think like a cowboy. Health tech really requires precision. And we often tell you as investors that partnerships are critical. The most successful health tech companies in the US, in Europe, or elsewhere are the ones who are really able to build very strong partnerships with their key stakeholders, payers, providers, insurance companies, and patients, or patient groups, and also pharma. And it's not just nice to have, it's not just an addition to your bottom line, it's really critical to build those partnerships to really understand how you build your product and to fit the requirements and needs of your solution. The advantage you have here is public and private institutions are very, very open to this collaborative innovation. So you really need to tap on that as much as you can and try to do it here, but also try to build some international partnerships. One of the other reasons we believe in the space is healthcare is not about a simple ROI. I mean, obviously, as investors, we need to return money to our LPs, and return on investment is really critical. But in the HealthTech space, what we often call it is the double bottom line. The ROI isn't just financial. It's about the cancer patient that gets diagnosed earlier and has a better prognosis thanks to your AI solution. It's the aging parent that gets to stay home a bit longer because of a seamlessly working remote patient monitoring solution. Or it's the rural clinic that can get access to specialized care thanks to a virtual care platform. And that's really, really important. Poland is really, thanks to some of the solutions that have been built over the past couple of years, starting to build some global benchmarks there. So my message to you is very simple. Dream big, but execute relentlessly. Tap onto the benefits of the local ecosystem, but don't be afraid to think globally. Tap into investors such as myself, our friends at PFR Ventures, who are very committed to your success. But also remember that your most valuable currency is not just the idea that you have or the early solution that you've built. It's your ability to execute with grit and integrity. That is a very mission critical part of what you're doing. As investors, we are okay with technology risk. We are okay with technologies that need a little bit more re-engineering or that sometimes just don't work. But we're not okay taking risk on teams. We want teams who are very committed to their projects because we can always pivot from a bad technology. And finally, don't forget to enjoy the ride. I mean, we work in a very complex ecosystem, and just for you as founders, like building a HealthTech technology is like being in a roller coaster. You're gonna be happy, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, sometimes you're gonna think the whole thing is gonna fall apart. But as somebody who's been working alongside some entrepreneurs who really built solutions that got to market and started having an important impact on patients, I can tell you the view from the top is really worth the ride. So keep that in mind as you're building your solutions. I can't wait to see some of the groundbreaking solutions you're building. I've been part of the Healthcare Investment Hub program, so I've seen a number of very high quality companies. I think so far I've met probably over 50 Polish companies that are building something really interesting, and we're very happy to be here, happy to participate to the effort, happy to take any questions if there are any, obviously if we have time, and thank you so much for having me again.
Thank you very much. We have time for a few questions if there are any. Are there any questions? I can see. If not, thank you very much, Amin. So much. And thank you very much, Amin, that you are with us. And now we start a startup presentation, and all startups have up to 10 minutes. And we start, and the first startup is Brightnet. And Małgosia, the floor is yours.
Hello, good morning. Do you hear me? Okay. So my name is Małgorzata Sochacka and I represent the MUDMON project. MUDMON is an artificial intelligence-based system to help monitoring affectively disordered people. Affective disorders are bipolar disorder and recurrent depression. Those ailments, there are over 320 million people globally who suffer from those ailments. It's not only causing a lot of personal suffering to patients and their families, it's also generating important costs to the healthcare system. And also there is a very important aspect, the high suicide rate among affectively disordered people, which is about 60 to 70 times higher among them than in the general population. There are two major challenges in monitoring those people. The ailment is lifelong condition. So patients, even in a stable state, need to be monitored all their life. But there are no objective monitoring tools. So it means that patients are taught to self-observe. Their families are instructed in looking for the so-called prodromal or whatever, prodromal symptoms. And this is not objective. This is prone to errors, and usually those patients come to the doctor definitely too late, and they require more care, more medication, and eventually hospitalization. And there is another aggravating condition, which is the lack of healthcare professionals. Across Europe, there are more or less 18 psychiatrists per 100,000 inhabitants. That's far not enough. In Poland, there are at least 4 counties, powiats, which do not have any psychiatrist. So the access for people from outside of big cities is very difficult. For this reason, we have developed MUDMON. Hey, okay, here is. So MUDMON is an AI, as I said, AI-based system in which we provide the patient with a mobile application which is monitoring, which is gathering the so-called behavioral markers, which are the same markers that we are observing in the patient. We are looking for the sleep quality, we are looking for the physical activity and for the so-called social activity. And we are also taking the voice sample. Those parameters are being analyzed by the artificial intelligence trained on previously gathered data, and when the artificial intelligence notices any change in the patient behavior, it alerts both the patient and her doctor, as well as people who are authorized by the patient to get such an alert. And this means that the patient can see the doctor sooner. Doctor can sometimes reach out to the patient who is not showing up after the alert, and the family can take care of the patient. We have, I don't know where should I direct this to work? Doesn't work. Okay, so I already said about the solution benefits. So the first benefit is the peace of mind of both patients and their families. It is better care for the patient, for the doctor, and also we expect to generate substantial cost savings for the healthcare system. We have performed 2 clinical trials. First was only the proof of concept, but the second one was related to the effectiveness and safeness of the solution, and we have achieved sensibility of over 89% and specificity of over 98%. So this means that we are ready to be certified as a Class 2 medical device, and we are in the process of this. Come on. Come on. Yeah, but it doesn't work. Okay, anyway.
Let's try.
Oh, back.
Done?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay, thank you. All right, so we are currently developing a second version of this device, which will be certified. And we are also preparing a health economic evaluation, which will be a clinical trial, which will be performed in Poland, Sweden, and Spain. And expect market launch by the end of 2025. We have also plans for the further future, like further product development. We would like to launch the iOS version, because now we are only working on Android, and we would like to introduce gamification to keep patient more engaged. We would also like to apply for the DIGA or ETAPES classification in France and Germany, maybe in some other parties. Those parts that we are already working on are being co-financed by EIT Health grant, and we have also obtained a BUPA grant recently. I am not patient enough, or my finger is not good. All right. So what we are looking for, first of all, is industry partnership. We are mainly IT company, so our understanding of the medical market is very feeble. Of course, we have psychiatrists on board, but they are also rather doctors, not marketing people. So we are looking for the partnership, and of course, we would appreciate additional investment to perform those parts that I mentioned. And the last part is our team. As I mentioned, a part of the founders and the IT team that is working with us, we have important scientists with us, psychiatrists, professors from university and economical university, specialists in not only IT, but first of all, AI and data development. And we have also international partners, namely Karolinska Institute and hospitals in Spain and Sweden. And I think that's all from me. I hope I didn't exceed time too much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Małgosia. It was, when I introduced BritNet, it wasn't a mistake, because Moodmon is a brand of the BritNet. So Małgosia, thank you very much. And I would like to invite the next startup from our program, Tomek. And Tomek, are you with us? Oh, you're here. Tomek and Finder. Remember, who's the biggest one. The floor is yours.
Okay, let's check whether it works. Okay, I think I got it, hopefully. Hello, everybody. My name is Tomasz Mikosz, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Finder. And let me make a guess that everybody here has at least once been to the swimming pool. So you probably know this feeling when we dive underwater, swim for a while, and after some time, we're out of air and need to resurface, right? So imagine that you can't. You're trying to reach the surface, but something prevents you from getting out. You're losing your breath. The time is running out. How do you feel in that situation? Because that's exactly how it feels to have an asthma attack. And there's over 650 million people in the world who go through that situation, and some of them even a few times a day. We at Finder are trying to put an end to ineffective treatment by making sure that we stop being blind about how our drugs are being used and how effective they are in our body. Our goal is to provide key data about medication intake to the physician so they can finally assess properly the patient's condition based on reliable, countable data. With our tools, the specialists are finally able to know what drug, in what time, at what place and dosage was delivered to the patient's body. We do it through our product, the Finder system, which is a combination of 3 components. The hardware device, which connects through Bluetooth to a mobile system, the patient's tool, and a web platform, which is the doctor's interface with the system. Currently, our portfolio of products consists of 2 product lines. The first one are smart inhaler add-ons for adherence monitoring, called Finder One, attachable to different types of inhalers. The second are fully integrated solutions like the Finder Smart Hailer, which come in combination with a specific drug and enable to verify key inhalation aspects. Both of those product lines are currently commercially available and in different form factors for different inhalers or active substances. We all operate in the asthma and COPD medication market, which is growing year by year. But in this market, just a few years ago, a new subcategory emerged, the digitalization of drug delivery devices, called in short, smart inhalers. And this market is growing even more rapidly than before, reaching up to 11% growth year by year. We on this market are selling, and we're selling mostly in Europe with some pilot programs in the US, all in a B2B2C model. We're selling to so-called patient aggregators, so hospital, clinics, or telemedicine platforms that can implement our solutions and then, after implementation, provide us to a wide range of patients. Our devices are sold for about 50 euro each in a per patient per year model, so this is a recurring model. And also, whenever our clients' number of patients grow, our orders grow as well. And due to being on a highly specialized market and having a broad portfolio of products, we're able to charge a huge margin, reaching up to 80% on a single device sale. With dozens of implementations so far and 12,000 units sold, we have, and multiple international collaborators, we have proven that the smart inhaler market exists, that it is growing, and that Finder is one of the potential leaders in the field. On a daily basis, our team is managed by the 3 original co-founders, with support from Professor Zbigniew Doniec, our Chief Scientific Officer, who has over 40 years' experience in respiratory. Our team consists of 17 people, with also high-level collaborators from academic entities, from the areas of respiratory, aerosol design, or aerosol testing. So far, we've been almost perfectly growing 200% each year, and based on our long-term signed contracts this year, maintaining this growth for the next several years seems very realistic. Right now, we are searching for an investment round of 3 million euro for further scaling up our operations in the US, for searching cooperations in telemonitoring platforms, but also to establish key partnerships, further key partnerships with global pharmaceutical companies. With this said, I thank you very much, and just please remember that every breath counts. Thank you.
Tomek, thank you very much for the presentation. And now I would like to ask the next startup. Thank you. Marek from HemoLens. So Marek, the floor is yours, 10 minutes. Maybe I can help a little bit with the presentation. Wait a second. Every second speaker, yeah. Do we have a presentation of HemoLens? Triame said it doesn't work.
I can talk about it hours, no problem.
Without the presentation. So, one technical minute. If not, please, Marek, start the presentation. Without the presentation.
No problem. My name is Marek Wypych. I'm CEO of HemoLens, and welcome in HemoLens Diagnostics, where we're working on the non-invasive cardiological digital platform tools. Let's imagine how big problem we are facing, all of us. Okay, let's continue. 20 million people dying year by year because of coronary artery disease. How big? 20 millions? Oh, yeah. I see my presentation. Could I? Oh, yes. 21st century. Yeah. 20 million people dying year by year. It's more than half of Poland population. More than half, year by year, is dying. 200 million people suffering. 200 million? It's almost half of all European Union population suffering for coronary artery disease. One of $6 is spent just only this area of treatment and diagnostics. Only on this. It's 15% from all. And of course, everybody knows we are aging population year by year, more or is, sorry for my voice. Year by year, we are aging and aging. Yeah. We have three main participants of the healthcare market. Of course, in coronary artery disease is patient. Maybe in the future will be all of us, maybe only half. Providers, it's been hospitals and doctors, and of course, payers. It's been insurers, NHS, or all other systems. And all of these three participants his own challenges. For patients, it's the lack of service. For providers, it's lack of staff. For payers, it's increasing cost year by year, as I mentioned on the slides before. And for all of these participants, we have our value proposition for the patient, for the providers, and for the payers. Of course, for the patients, it's most important because it could be all of us, or mainly of us, and we are optimal prevention treatment option for the patient, for the providers, and we offer acceleration of the engagement management of the patient, and could help the providers increase the access for the patient, for the medical service, and of course for the payer could be more effective using the income and using the money they spend for the treatment. In HemoLens, we cover whole pathway of the patient. From the very beginning, visualization of the coronary artery disease, our viewer tool, through our stenosis index, we call it FFRCT Pro, through the ischemia index, we call it perfusion, through the plaque, it's mean plaque deposit index, when we present how big is this plaque, what is inside, how this plaque could affect the whole system, whole heart working. At the end of this process is the tool which help the physician trying to choose the best option for the treatment for the patient. It's just only focused now on the heart, on the coronary artery disease, but in the future it's the open question to use this technology, to transfer this technology to the other part of the body. If the patient comes to the physicians with any symptoms of the coronary artery disease, the first line is non-invasive diagnostic test. Mainly recommended is CCTA, it's computed tomography of the heart of the coronary artery disease. And based on this test, we analyze these pictures, we create the 3D models, we check the ischemia index, we check the FFR, we check the plaque deposit index. And after this test and analysis, the physician could decide what is the best for the patient. Sometimes it's just only prevention, change your life, yeah? Eat more vegetables. Sometimes need pharmacotherapy, but sometimes need the treatment now. Please, this is the line to the OR room, and you need the treatment now. Our technology is well covered. We have 55 patents granted, still working on the new patents, and the next years we assume that maybe more than 28 patents will be granted for our technology. I have honor to work with the excellent team. This are our two main vendors, and of course 6 professors, 26 PhDs, 24 PhDs, and very well talented people. It's an honor to work with them. And as my mentor mentioned years ago, it's better to surround by more intelligent people than you are. and I work in this area, and I'm proud of this. If you remember the first slide about the numbers, 200 millions, 20 millions, 15% spent, etc., etc., this market just focus on the treatment, diagnostic and treatment of the coronary artery disease is big. So estimated revenue is enormous. Enormous. Till now, we proceed more than 1,000 patients. We are covered in 58 countries with many, many patents technology, 5 solutions on our platform, as I mentioned before, and 98 professionals on the board. This enormous part of the healthcare market increase year by year. So the part is we facing, all of us facing big problem, and we spend all of us paying the taxes, increase this market, and this market is increasing, increasing, increasing. Because of new technologies, because of the more patient year by year, and because of the possible treatment for the patient. Any questions?
First of all, applause. Thank you very much, Marek.
Thank you.
Are there any questions? If not, thank you very much, Marek, again. And now...
It's most important.
Yeah, it's very important thing. Yes, I know. Now I understand how important is this thing. And now we should have Kasia with us, with Yoni, but unfortunately she shouldn't be with us. But she sent us a recording of her pitch. If we can record her pitch, it's possible right now. Next presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is Katarzyna Goch. I regret so much that I cannot be with you today in Kraków. But in the same time, I'm very happy that we can meet at least virtually, that I can present you our solution and encourage you to collaborate with us. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Ioni, medical platform designed for personalized reproductive healthcare and better fertility journeys. So we are dealing with fertility, and fertility is about everyone. Imagine this, 1 in 5 couples face infertility. That can be you, your family member, your friend. Globally, that's 180 million people. And most fertility journeys, they start and last in confusion. Couples struggle to find help surrounded by unreliable solutions. They don't know which doctor to see or what test to take. They are underserved and they have very limited access to professional help. Imagine that in 40 million Poland, there are only 109 specialists in human reproduction. That leads to time, money, and mental health losses, and the average time to pregnancy is 4 years. 4 years. Ioni simplifies fertility journeys. It's a one-stop fertility shop certified as medical device class 1. How it works? User starts from sharing basic information such as age, menstrual cycle details, how long they've been trying, health, and lifestyle history. Ioni's AI analyzes this data. With 94% of accuracy, it identifies what needs further investigation and provides tailored educational content. It analyzes 240 different symptoms. It helps to detect fertility issues early and navigate patients. We are currently working on fertility models to make it even better. They will detect conditions impacting fertility, common conditions such as endometriosis, PCOS, and hormonal imbalances on the basis of huge data sets. We can do it because we integrated data from the app, from the user, from wearables, and from medical interviews. And the expected accuracy of this model is over 85%. We also connect patients to certain e-services that are most adequate to their situation. So we link them to clinics, online advice, consultations, and doctors. We have also something special for couples, like tools supporting their intimate life, relationship, and sexual well-being. Now let's talk business. This is an overlook. And the global fertility services market last year reached 40 billion euro, and it's expected to hit even 60 billion in 2032. Europe and the US have the biggest shares in this market. We are in operation since 2021, and we have already proven traction in Poland, UK, and Germany. Over 250,000 people trusted Ioni, and they come from 170 different countries, and they love this solution. Every 30 minutes, 200 users interact with the app, and the average stick is almost 3 years. What is also worth mentioning is the fact that 69,000 women took part in additional research, polls, and scientific exploration. So we've gathered a lot of data, a lot of information that we can broaden knowledge about fertility issues, but also help them even more effectively. We help patients, but we monetize through scalable B2B model. So we collaborate with medical partners, clinics, pharmaceutical companies, CROs. We help them with brand promotion, education, by linking them with patients and targeted audience group, and facilitating their sales. Thanks to this clear value proposition, our clients and partners base is now expanding. This year we've earned over 100Ks with very promising growing trends and even more promising prospects for the closest future. As I said, we want to expand, so we have an efficient plan to do that. This year was dedicated to build a strong proof of concept in Poland. So we contracted 2 global pharmaceutical companies currently willing to expand with us, 7 IVF clinics, and almost 100 doctors. Next year, we'll reinforce the company in the CE region, work on our innovations. We plan to launch at-home fertility tests and AI-assisted healthcare programs. We will also expand in Europe and localize our product for the UAE. When hitting 1 million users in 2026, we will be ready to go global. We'll be first choice fertility marketplace, and also a separate part for scientific collaborations will be built. We'll integrate the ecosystem for patients, companies, and all players. So we plan to take all the pieces from the fertility sector and fertility puzzle and put them into one place. 3 strategy pillars most important for this dream to happen. So the network of doctors and clinics building through our current partners, expansion of our user community by localization and more effective marketing campaigns. We plan to keep the current level of customer acquisition cost, so it's below €1. And at the end, the marketplace, new services, new partnerships through our own extensive network. Of course, we are seeking investment of 1 million. This will be our first round for international expansion, operations and team building, and also partially for R&D. We have hope and expected grant from the EU in 2025. And in 2028, we want to earn over 30 million from that investment. You need to know that there's great people behind this project. Professor Krzysztof Łukaszuk, leading European IVF expert, co-founder, medical director, but also a great scientist, well-known, and entrepreneur. He co-owns fertility clinics and medical laboratories network in our country. And myself, experienced fertility product manager with over 70 years in the women's health sector, a dedicated IT and marketing crew, and top medical and business advisors on board, helping us make good decisions and with all meritocratic elements. As I said, we are very open and would like to invite you to work with us, to join us. So if you are a healthcare passionate and know somebody struggling with infertility, or do you have access to a patients community that you believe that our solution can contribute to, please help us reach these people and support them. If you are a scientist, clinical or working in clinical trials, if you work on project linked to women's health or seek a scientific partner, we have a very rich experience in this field, and we can make access to patients easier. So please, let's check if we can support your goals as well. And at the end, last but not least, if you are seeking for business partnerships or are investors, if you offer medical and lifestyle services or products, you want to promote them, you want to reach your target groups, or you are interested in investment in healthcare project based on technology and medicine, and you want to grow scalable business with social impact, let's talk and see if there is a space for collaboration. Thank you so much. Wishing you a very great event, fruitful talks, good meetings, and great time together. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, Kasia. Like I said, yeah, I would like to say, let's send Kasia a big applause from us. Like I said, Kasia cannot be with us, but Emma can, and telling us about Prosoma. So, Emma, the floor is yours.
Well, there's more than one way to fail, apparently. So it's just saying I have clicker anxiety without switching on the mic, but that's okay. My Fitbit is registering a lot of active minutes for me of my heart rate, of running pace at the moment. So, hi, it's really nice to meet you all. I'm Emma, I'm from Prosoma, I'm a co-founder of the company. At Prosoma, we provide comprehensive support for cancer patients. And why is it important? It's important because 2 in 1 people statistically will get diagnosed with cancer over their lifetimes. And this statistic is extremely scary. It's good in a way because that means that they will have a chance to get treatment as well. But often in medicine we talk about hard numbers, but we forget about the people behind it. At Prosoma we try to keep in mind that the numbers also mean people. It means that mothers, daughters, husbands, brothers that are affected by cancer, and we care very much to provide them with the needed support. So Prosoma has been going for quite a while now. We started in 2019 with one of my best friends from secondary school, Marek Ostrowski, and we're still speaking, so this is the greatest testament possibly to our company, I would say. And at Prosoma we provide comprehensive virtual care based on a CE mobile application, but we also have a support of a psycho-oncologist, which has proven very, very helpful. We already signed contracts with 5 healthcare insurers in Germany and Switzerland. We have over 100k euro on monthly sales. In the first months, we managed to get 600 patients through reimbursement. And I have to say that this month actually has been our record month, and we managed to get over 300 patients just in the last 29 days. So it's a really great, promising start, I would say. We already are after product discovery and development. We have a CE certification of the device, it's a Class 1 medical device. We have had 3 clinical trials running, with 1 now closing in the US as well. We have initial traction and we have the first contracts. We are now looking for money to scale. This scaling will happen in Germany, which is our main market, and the US. We'll also be exploring further reimbursement pathways, including France, as DIGA is now expanding there too. So, what's the problem? As I mentioned, a vast number of people will get diagnosed with cancer over their lifetimes. And more than 50% of these people will suffer from depression and anxiety symptoms throughout. This is very significant, as this depression and anxiety will have a negative impact on treatment adherence, on them following directions, and also on them misusing treatment. So these patients sometimes will be 147% more likely to require emergency care, more likely to be re-hospitalized in 30 days, but also they just acquire higher costs. And of course, they also suffer themselves. The quality of life will be lower. What's our solution? So far, we've developed an application combined with a telecoach that's focused on mental health as a CBT program. But now we want to move to a comprehensive clinic. We're starting this with new partnerships with Danone, for example, on nutrition. And we want to really be one-step clinic for patients where they can get support. They can get physio, they can get advice on post-op, pre-op care, and they can basically have a one-stop shop where they can access help at any given time of the day. This translates directly into value, not only value to the patient, so not only value in terms of hopefully relieving the symptoms of anxiety and depression, but also realistic money, which is the most important thing I hear from some investors, actual ROI. So we've calculated that this ROI can mean around 4% return, cost savings through better data gathering, through better service optimization, and through patients not overusing services when they don't need to. So for example, not booking extra appointments with an oncologist purely through anxiety. We have run validation already, so we've run clinical trials in Poland and Germany, and we're closing a new trial in the US currently. And we're starting a very exciting partnership with Cedars-Sinai that will be health economics based. So this data also will prove very, very interesting. But we have seen very positive results so far. 53% of active users with clinical improvement in anxiety, 30% of active users with clinical improvement in depressive symptoms. So this is really positive for us. Also have quite a lot of retention, which has proven better introducing a telecoach. So if you have a similar solution, I would highly recommend doing that. What is our business model? So how do we plan to actually make money? We're planning to make money through reimbursement in Europe. So we're going through regulatory pathways, we're going through insurance companies, we're going through pharma partnerships to make sure that the patient isn't taxed for it, that the patient doesn't have to pay themselves, that they don't have to bear the burden, because we believe that mental health care really should be provided in the same way universally as physical health care. In the US, the model is slightly different. We are working there with private healthcare systems that are basically paying for it out of pocket, and we're trying to bundle that, and we will be going through FDA next year as well. This is our wonderful team. We have managed to gather quite a lot of international experts, apart from our core team of founders. Very happy to work with Philip Rosler, Ted Albert as well, who are leaders really in healthcare and in developments in the German and European markets. And it seems that I have reached a happy conclusion, so if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to chat with me.
Are there any questions? So a big applause. Thank you very much for a very interesting performance, Emma. It was a great performance. Thank you very much. And thank you very much again. And I truly must say I do like this sentence, which almost all using last, but of course not least, startup from our program, Knopka and Ivan. You know how to use this thing and this thing too. So the floor is yours.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, thank you.
Floor is yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Ivan Osachi. I am CEO and co-founder in Knopka. In Ukrainian language it means button, so I hope it will help me to use this clicker. Yeah, it helped. So we work and we produce a product for public hospitals, and to automate their care operations. Maybe you know that hospitals are obligated to help people in a critical condition no longer than in 5 minutes, and this is a standard at emergency departments. But unfortunately, sometimes the lack of communication, automation, limited resources of the hospital, we have less people year to year working in hospitals. We have average delay in about 30 minutes at emergency departments in different zones after the sorting of the patients. But I'm happy to say that using our product, hospitals meet the standard from the very first day of implementation of our solution. I myself, this is how it works. We support different hospital workflow operations like calling teams and people at emergency department, and we support such processes like Code Blue with our application. We notify nurses and doctors when they need to appear in the right place, in the right time, inside the hospital facility. So I myself quite afraid about hospitals and some scary facts. So I myself used to percept our problem and our client as a production facilities, and they produce healthy people, and they have lots of processes how to produce these healthy people. And we address our product to different points, the crucial points, pain points of this production flow, and this helps hospitals to avoid risks and problems, not to deliver care to the crucial patient in time. These are cases of our customers under the year of usage of our solution in Ukraine. This is one of the biggest hospitals in Ukraine, so they were able to almost double their capacity to take patients and deliver care in time. This is average care delivery at emergency department, 4 minutes 57 seconds, and they're proud of their results, and we are proud to work with them as well. So the value proposition is that we deliver a trust to the teams between departments, and we deliver clear insights to the hospital management so they can, not somewhere in the future, but really at the moment, take a management decision if they need to fix something in their operations, or maybe give more people to this department, or leave the same quantity of the limited resources, the people at the team. So, as a business model, we start to support processes at emergency department, but our tool is fit and relevant to other processes, and we give it to our customer as a Lego brick, and they build these processes themselves with this very simple and understandable solution, notifying people where they need to appear and tracking that they appeared in the right place. So, we already work in more than 30 hospitals in Ukraine, and we started 2 pilots in Poland recently this month. After our workshop in October, we met at least 5 hospitals, and we started first pilot in Ostrowenko hospital, and we already started before pilot in Środa Wielkopolska public hospital, because we work in public hospitals who take crucial patients from like car crashes, etc. And right now we are working with the teams of the hospital to adapt to the process of emergency care department, SOAR, our solution to meet their needs and to fix and to solve the problem. And we expect that these pilots will end as a commercial contracts in 15,000 monthly recurrent revenue. So our team combines the professional in healthcare. I worked as a nurse, then I have a master's degree in medical psychology. I worked in oncology, bone marrow transplantation, so I'm very thankful to other startups who beat these oncology problems and compliance of the patients to the teams and efficiency in the oncology departments. We work with advisors who are hospital directors themselves, and we have a brilliant technical team from Ukraine of engineers who do the crucial solution. But what is more important, last year we started to develop a corporate culture, because we understand that we need to make nurses and doctors happy to using our product, and what is more important, to be happy ourselves. And we venture, and we invest a lot of our resources to build a straight and transparent culture communication inside the company, and this helps us to deliver good product which makes happy our customers. These are our customers, nurses and doctors, and I believe who work in healthcare understand that to make nurse smile or doctor, there is not enough any money to buy this. And I'm happy to present the first nurse who inspired us 5 years ago to do this product. So our tool is really relevant to different healthcare institutions, but we understand that we need, as a startup, to focus on those customers who in love with our product from the very first meeting. And this is a public hospitals with emergency departments. So we work with them. We have competitors, but the very key difference is that we are not focusing on some kind of nurse call. We do not focus on information, hospital information system. We focus in our business in operations. So real operations who need to be there in hospitals in some place in the right time. We do not take any information, any personal information, and this helps us to lower the regulation level and enter to the market. We venture big, we dream big, we think global, but right now we're focusing on Polish market, and next year we want to focus on it. If we succeed, we go to European Union, other countries. So thank you very much for your attention. I hope I was...
Maybe any questions?
Maybe any questions, but...
If you have... So applause, big applause for Ivan.
Thank you.
Great presentation. So thank you very much. And that was the last presentation of our startups. It was 6 from 16 startups from our program. And before the next presentation, I have to do a short introduction. When my son, 17-year-old son, asked me, "Daddy, what are you doing in this PFR or Polish Development Fund?" I'm saying, son, I am matchmaker. We connecting startups with VC. But there is a very important thing when startups and VC are trying to negotiate each other. Usually startups need help. So in the program, we work from new generation law firm, Lawmore, and now we have a presentation representative of this thing. So Marcin, come with me and tell us about the negotiation and your perspective on working, helping startups to work with the VC funds. So the floor is yours. And
Thank you. All right. Okay, so hi. As Eric said, my name is Marcin. I'm Marcin Jaroszewski from Lawmore law firm, and what I do generally is helping and trying to support legally both startups and investment funds in the investment process. This is what we generally do as Lawmore, among all other things, but this part is what I'm generally involved in and responsible for with the team that I supervise. So I'm really happy that Jarek invited us here and that we may collaborate with Healthcare Investment Hub and PFR in general. So I used to have some workshops with you, some of you in Warsaw. So just to sum up and give you some tips on the general level regarding the investment fund, because what Jarek said just before, they are matchmaking, and we are going right after, not only us, but any lawyers who support legally this investment procedure. As I understand, most of you are looking for the investment, and in case there is the investment, then the process with the investor especially with the institutional investor starts. And some tips for you, what to do or what I would advise you not to do in the process. So first of all, the first thing to start with as you start the negotiations with the investment fund is, well, term sheet. And term sheet is a formal document. It starts the formal process. It starts the process formally. So this is a non-binding document. So it may sum up only the really basic and general things about the investment, starting with the valuation of the company and the amount of the investment. So sometimes it's only the one-pager, but sometimes it's really extensive document, I mean detailed document, which have some importance. And although it is not binding, I would advise you not to underestimate the importance of this document, because it generally sums up the most important issues, and it's really hard to change it. It's not non-binding legally, but in the business sense, especially if you would like to be, and everyone wants to be perceived as a reliable partner, then changing things that you already agreed, although non-bindingly, in the document is really difficult. So this is the first thing. Secondly, prepare for the due diligence. As soon as the term sheet is signed, then the due diligence starts generally because the investment fund are willing to find out whether there are any legal, financial, or technical issues which may have importance and affect the process itself and the valuation of the company and so on and so forth. So sometimes there are very basic process, sometimes there are very detailed process. So the good thing to do is to prepare for that, to check what documents you are having, to check what you've done, and it may help you collect all the documents which are important, collect all the data, so you are prepared to do that. And on the other hand, cure some things which are not very well done, which frequently happen. So the good thing to do is to prepare for this due diligence before it starts. It's good to have some. Together with PFR, we prepared a short checklist. So we are trying to help the companies we are working with to prepare for this this process. So sometimes we are making for the companies some kind of pre-due diligence to prepare them for the investment process. Thirdly, as soon as the due diligence is finished, then you start the general process. And it's really important to trust the investor, because generally, besides changing the world and do very important things, especially in the healthcare, that there is one basic and joint purpose that you're all having, so that the company will grow and the investors and yourself will be rewarded financially also for your all the efforts. So it's important to trust the investor, because generally the investors are not your enemies, they are the other side of the investment process. So your interests in some areas are not equal, but as soon as you start, it's important to be emotionally involved in this process in a way that allows you to accept that generally the investors are willing to help you develop not because they are, generally because they want you to grow, and what Amin said before, it's the crucial thing about investing in the company for the investors also is the team. So it's not about in any point taking over the company or doing any things contrary to your interest. It's more about supporting you. So generally, the good attitude is to trust the investor. But at the same time, it's really advisable to take care of the interests of yours. So it's good to start with finding the most important areas of the negotiations process that are important for you. Generally, the most important things is to keep control of what's going on in the company. Sometimes the investor wants some more control, sometimes they want less control over the operations of the company, but generally that's important to find the most crucial areas for you. And if you would like to stick with them and don't move away or take away those areas, it's good to have and important to have the good explanation, a reasonable explanation for that. It's the good platform to talk and negotiate with the investor. As regards the most important areas, please keep in mind that there are some corporate governance areas which are really important. The financial issues in the end when the exit happens, so the liquidity preference clauses are really important for that. And any limitations of your rights to do things with the shares, especially the lockup, so the time when you cannot sell your shares, and the drag along, so the clauses, which is very important for the investment funds as they have a lifespan, so at some point they really need to sell the shares, but drag along is a clause which helps them to do that, but at the same time force you to sell your shares. So these are the important areas. Take care of them, take a closer look on those issues, and try to focus in negotiations on the certain issues, not all of them, because extending negotiations, making them longer, makes it sometimes difficult to close them down efficiently, and yeah, that's an issue. And never take personal responsibility for an effect of the company. So you may be responsible for the wrongdoing, but you may not be responsible towards the investors for because sometimes the startup is successful, sometimes it is not. In case it is not, you may not take personal responsibility, in particular return any funds to the investor as the consequence of that. And finally, really look for professional assistance. You can come to us if you would like to. You can come to any lawyer you would like to cooperate with. But really, it helps. Starting with the term sheet that I mentioned at the very beginning, to consult it with the professionals, so he or she may advise you in certain issues. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to do that now or anywhere else. Thank you very much.
Now or during the break, the Marcin stay with us. You can ask him a question. So thank you, Marcin, very much. And applause, yes. And when you're thinking about the Polish Development Fund, you usually can connect it with VC funds from Poland, and like you saw before with European fund. But in Poland, in Healthcare Investment Hub, our general partner was Novartis Poland. So now we have a representative of Novartis Poland, Karolina. So the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Okay, at first, congratulations to all startups presented today and startups in this program. As Novartis Poland and my team, Digital and Innovation Department, we were involved in the process of selection, and it was a big pleasure for us. In daily work, I'm involved in process of implementation innovation in hospitals. And I know that many ideas from this program and many startups have big potential to be implemented in our healthcare Polish ecosystem. My name is Karolina Tondel, and I represent Novartis Poland, especially Digital and Innovation Department. And today I want to share with you our new strategy, our new program Beyond the Pill. It is something new because for sure we are global pharmaceutical company. Novartis Poland and Novartis as a brand is a global company to deliver innovative treatment for patients, not only in Europe, but all over the world. And we are well known from new innovative compounds from many rare and oncological diseases. But we know that treatment is a small component of patient journey. It's not the end and it's not the beginning for the patient. So we are thinking how to be a partner for the whole process, not only at this component of treatment. For sure, looking for new compounds, R&D processes, it is a core of our company, it is core of our business, but we try to be a partner for something more, not only treatment. And we know that it is a big challenge all over the world, and we know that in Poland we have the same challenge and the opportunity, I think, because we know that patients are aware of digital services and e-health services in Polish ecosystem also. So we know that patients need innovation. They are aware of new technologies, application, web platform, and other medical devices. And from the other hand, we've got medical staff, healthcare leaders, and professionalists, because they need help. For sure, our big challenge is limited resources of medical staff, and big problem that we need to support them with technology. So Future Health Index reports show that they need innovation, they need new technology to support their work. So as Novartis Poland, we try to be partner of them and also deliver not only new compounds, innovative treatment, but also new technology for their daily work. And we know that strategy Beyond the Pill is important in Poland, and it's a good place to start changing hospitality in Poland, because for sure it is domain of medical staff, doctors, nurses, pharmacists, laboratory diagnosticians, caregiver, patient for sure. But we think that this is also a good place for technology experts, for digital leader, for startups also, and we try to build public-private partnership to implement new technology from this technology environment into hospital in Poland. And it is our new strategy, as I mentioned, Beyond the Pill, because for sure we are a leader of innovative treatment for oncology, neurology, cardiology in Poland and other rare diseases, but I think that our role in this ecosystem is delivered to something more for patients and for medical specialists. And I want to, as I mentioned for startups during the workshops last month, For us, it's really important to analyze the whole patient journey, not only treatment moment, but also prevention, diagnosis, monitoring, because we know that treatment is a small component, but for patient, it's a long journey, real journey. So I can show with you, I can show projects from our company, which we launched previous year, and now we are working with startups from Poland. And as you can see, we try to focus on every stage of patient journey because it is really important. For example, these projects are related with oncology, with breast cancer, but at first step, prevention, when we try to looking for new patient from primary care in Poland, not only in big cities, but also near the big cities, we know that it is potentially new group of patient for oncology center or specialists like oncology. So when we implement technology in prevention, our next step is to support diagnosis process. Yeah, because we know that this potential screening is a new wave of patient in this second stage. So we don't have technology in Novartis, so we collaborate with startups to implement their solution and technologies into hospital environments, because we know that we do not have enough people resources, medical staff resources to cover all needs from patients. So we believe that technology and innovative startups are the best solutions. So as Novartis Poland, we try to be a partner for startups also to implement new technology, and we are open to collaborate. We are looking for innovative solution for our Polish ecosystem. So we are so happy that we can be a partner in this program. And feel free to contact me if you think that we can collaborate, or you've got products related with cardiology, oncology, or neurology, because we are still looking for products to implementation in Poland. And thank you very much for the invitation and today's meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Big applause. As you can assume, it was the easier part for me. And before Asia Broj from HealthTech tell you about the instrument of building ecosystem, as I remember correctly, I would like to do a smart survey because I don't know the other startups. I would like to ask if we have with us Igor for Urin Energy. Igor, are you with us? Or not? Show yourself, because you are next after Dasha. No, if you don't have Igor, next is Hubert, BW Med. Hubert, are you here? Oh, maybe you can come closer, please. Because if Igor is not with us, you will be next after Asia. And then we have Arek, SpeechFlow. Oh, Arek is here. And next is Sylvia, Triage. Sylvia, are you with us? Okay, great. And then Asia, are you here? And Steve, are you with Steve? Can we see Steve? No, the Steve is not with us. And next we have Ruslan, Techno Innovator. Are you with us? No. And Maciek, Riskness. Yeah, great. And of course, last but not least, Maciek, are you with us? No. So we have some blanks, but if there are not all participants, we just fill the blanks. And now, also our partner in our program, HealthTech and Asia Broj. The floor is yours. This is one thing.
No. Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning still, I think I can say. I'm Joanna Broj and I'm representing European Institute for Innovation and Technology. And my branch is dealing with everything connected to health and life science. And I'm responsible for Polish market. So if anyone would be interested to learn more about our programs, I will be also happy to answer all the questions. And I'm also the contact person for the Polish market. First of all, I'm very happy and proud that EIT Health could become a partner of the PFR program. I'm also happy and thank you for the invitation to this conference organized by also the Klaster LifeScience Kraków, as they are also our hub within EIT Health. And I'm also very happy and proud to see our logo at some of the presentations presented before by the startups. So I hope we add some added value to your development as well. But now I'm done with talking about my happiness and let's go back to EIT Health. I would like to bring you a little bit more information, what we are, who we are, and I would like to present two very short programs that we have, and let's try. Yes, I manage. So EIT Health, we are a public-private partnership. We are a community bringing together bright minds, partners from different stakeholders and investments to tackle the challenges that are appearing currently in the healthcare. From growing aging population, antimicrobial resistance, chronic diseases, high cost of the healthcare system, and all the challenges. And we try to tackle them together, help our partners to develop their innovative solutions, launch them on the market with a benefit for our partners. So we are a community of more than 180 partners, and we bring our partners together and our investment to create activities together. In Poland, we are, what is also very important, that from the very beginning we are connecting different stakeholders. We call it knowledge triangle, that different stakeholders from academia, business, industry, but also hospitals, patient organizations, insurance, we bring them together to work together. And in Poland, if you are interested, we have 12 partners currently in our network, from medical university, technical universities, but also research centers like Polish Academy of Science, Łukasiewicz Research Network, but also business, and currently even bank. We are even cooperating with Santander to develop further activities and instruments together. So we are also connecting different stakeholders with startups, with academia, industry to work together. And we have three main pillars that we are working within them. First, education. So we try to educate future talents, also professionals, with innovation, entrepreneurship, but also the hot topic, how to use AI, data, etc. Second pillar is acceleration. So we support startups, spin-off, scale-ups. We support them from the idea stage till scaling to different markets within Europe and also outside. We support them with access to expert mentors and users. We support them also with smart money. And third pillar is bringing the innovative solution to the market. So we have grants from, depending on the cutoff, but from €1 million to €2 million. And we support innovative consortia in business development, product development, certification, launching products to the market. In terms of acceleration programs, so as I said, we support solutions and teams on different TLR level, and I would like to focus today on two programs that are currently open or will be open within 1 month or after Christmas, that we are all looking forward to. However, if you are interested to learn more about more advanced program or program for more advanced solutions, please also contact me and I will be happy to give you more details. In terms of TEF Health program, this is a program called Testing and Experimentation Facilities. This is actually part of Digital Europe. So we not only have our programs within EIT Health because we are backed by EU. This is what I should have mentioned at the beginning. But we are also cooperating with different EU instruments, also private instruments. So we have funds from different resources. And then in this TEF program, what we are doing, we are linking two words of startups, spin-offs that are looking for facilities to test their solution connected to the area of AI and robotic. And we connect them with the infrastructure, with facilities infrastructure, so with hospitals, industry, research centers. So then they can benefit and validate their solution in the test beds in a real life condition environment. And here what we are doing, we are giving actually the grants to this facility suppliers so that the startups can pay only 30% of the market price for validation of this kind of solutions. And we, of course, give additional value of market access, expert access, upskilling the knowledge about AI and robotics, and also access to the whole EIT network and financial support. And here we are looking for startups that are at the TLR level 4 or 6, depending on what you would like to achieve in the program. So if you would like to focus more on the validation, use the validation services, or you are more focused on development and improvement of the regulatory part of your solution, but when deciding if you are TLR 4 or 6, we are also supporting you in the business development. And we also actually created a platform where you can, even being outside of the program, you can scout, you can look for the infrastructure partners to work for. So if you have specific needs for validation, you can access our platform and you can search for potential partners to cooperate with. So I also encourage you to check this platform and see who you can look for. And this is the benefit of the huge network that we have with EIT Health. And we have currently opened a program as part of TEF where we are asking or we are looking for startups around Europe that would like to validate their solutions in a Portuguese market. So this call is currently open. We will close it when we reach the level of 100 startups selected. And here you can validate your solution in the facilities of the partners that are also mentioned here on the slide. So if anyone would be interested in this program, feel free to connect to me. And second program that will be reopened, we just closed it and we will reopen it in January, it's SPICE. And this program is dedicated only to Central and Eastern Europe startups. And not only startups, but also hospitals, researchers, academia representatives. And here we are looking for solutions that are related to healthcare, so quite broad. We don't narrow so much the topic that we are looking for or the area of interest. But the requirement is that you should be on TLR 6 to be able to apply to this program. And here it's more about supporting you with mentoring and also giving you a chance for validation. So here we have a possibility to give you access to validation opportunities like regulatory support, technology support, data protection, etc. And we give money to pay for this validation processes. And there's many, many more opportunities within EIT Health, and we don't operate only in Europe. We also have our partners in Canada, Israel, Japan, and also our hub in the US. So if you would be interested in scaling to those regions, or you're interested in other programs within EIT Health, I will be available for discussion. Thank you so much.
So thank you very much. And now we are starting the open pitch session. So the first startup, first Igor, Urin Energy. Igor, are you with us or not? No, so the next one is Hubert from BMW Med and Dan Arek from Speechflow. So, Hubert, you're here. So, mic for you, and this device, and mic for you. Thank you very much. The floor is 10 minutes.
Hi, my name is Hubert, and today I'm going to present you, not this, but another presentation.
Please, the next presentation. The next presentation. Nobody said it was easy. Yeah. So, please, the next presentation. The second presentation of the open session.
The one below.
BW, yeah?
Two more below, Hubert Borecki.
Hubert Borecki. This one, yeah.
Yes, exactly, this one. Thank you.
So
1 extra minute for me,
yeah,
yes?
yeah, of course, not from, wait, from 10 minutes from now.
Thank you. Hello again. My name is Hubert Borecki, and I'm here today to tell you more about BodyFix application. Physiotherapy session like popular teleconsultation. Each one of us know at least one senior. Now, I would like you to imagine that half of this room are people in senior age. This is the situation our society will face by 2050. With rapidly aging societies in Europe, we face the piling up problems like growing costs of healthcare services and shortages in the healthcare workforce. Adding to that the trend of transferring healthcare services from hospitals to primary care and in-house care, we face the challenges in maintaining the quality and quantity of medical services, especially in physiotherapy. With the huge dropout from physiotherapeutical sessions and problems in monitoring in-house rehabilitation, we have to position ourselves in upcoming aging society's challenges. How to fix it? Our proposed solution is BodyFix application. 5 dimensions interactive training application with artificial intelligence post-detection using only your smartphone as a motion sensor, with no additional devices required, with medical-grade accuracy in home setting. We are going to provide you first proven medical accurate AI 5D assistant that can replace human trainer and enhance physiotherapy processes. With fully interactive virtual assistant, you can maintain quality rehabilitation within your home setting, and final supervision and assessment is always done of your therapy is always done by a healthcare professional, ensuring the safety and effectiveness of rehabilitation process. With more and more powerful smartphones equipped with growing numbers of sensors and AI chips, we are able to use them for our purpose in providing high-quality physiotherapy at your home setting, without any additional hardware required. With our established cooperations and cutting-edge motion diagnostic laboratory at the Jagiellonian University Medical College, we are able to provide the highest quality datasets for our algorithms to learn and improve to reach our project goal. We started with the business case regarding nursing homes in Germany, where the problem of personnel shortages and growing cost of care are the biggest. With BodyFix, we can reduce the physiotherapy costs of a single nursing home up to 40%, generating the savings on rehabilitation processes around 144,000 euros per year. With the market size of 10 to 12,000 nursing homes in Germany, we are ready to impact the growing challenges of the aging society. Nearly 470 nursing homes have already accepted our pre-offer and declared readiness for advance payments to finance our app development. We do not wish to take jobs away. There is significant lack of qualified personnel and funds for elderly care already. What we are looking for right now? We seek cooperation with investors, with clinics and nursing homes for registering data sets and developing software, conducting clinical trials and certification, also for promotion and IP protection. Thank you for your attention. My name is Hubert Borecki. I'm a physiotherapy graduate from Jagiellonian University with 4+ years of experience and pursuing MBA in healthcare innovation and technology right now. You can find me on LSOS collaboration platform, and I'm here now for your questions right now.
So thank you very much. Big applause for the presentation. Thank you very much. So are there any questions? Sorry. No, if not, thank you very much again for the presentation.
Thank you.
And now speech flow and Arkadiusz Klej, you're next. And after you, Sylvia from Pre-Triage.
Okay.
10 minutes from now.
Okay. I hope it works. Hello, I'm Arek, and I'm here to present you Maria. Oh, you see Maria? It's Maria. She's a speech therapist with over 15 years of experience in her field. You know that actually Maria spent 5 of those years on documentation. She spent 30% of her work time only on preparing documents of her patients. So it is not surprised that over 40% of speech therapists worldwide report burnout symptoms, and one of cause is bureaucracy. That's why, a few months ago, we came up with the idea of speech flow. There are currently over 500,000 speech therapists worldwide. Divide that by the number of burned out, that's over 200,000 speech therapists that we know we can help to give better care for their patients. That's why we came up with the speech flow. So we can do the paperwork and the speech therapists could focus on their patients. And what actually we do? We simplify the processes and reduce time in order to save costs for the facilities that employ speech therapists like hospitals, schools, and clinics. We operate on 3 main areas. First, we make the workflow asynchronous. So instead of doing all the paperwork at place, the patients can do a part of it even before the interview with the speech therapist itself. Then we are archiving data, we are taking care of all the documents and collecting them for 5 or 20 years, depending on the type of the facility. But thanks to the data that we gather, we are capable of generating a document. So for example, based on the information from parents and the diagnosis process itself, we can generate a prescription for a physiotherapy or any other situation. Moreover, thanks to that we have this data, we are capable of providing tailor-made speech therapy aids. So for example, games that are perfectly tailored for the patient. Thanks to all of this is possible thanks to the data that we collect. Currently, we operate as a SaaS with cost from 100 to 700 zlotys, depending on the type of the facility. The first target for us is the speech therapy market in Poland that contains over 40,000 speech therapists. If we will capture 5% of it, we have chance for 10 million zlotys of revenue and over 6 million of profit itself. Moreover, we signed the letter of intent with Appmedic that works in the very similar field of medical documentation, but for radiology. And in cooperation with them, we will look forward for the medical markets in the Poland, Germany, and United Kingdom. We have competitors, and there is a main difference. We do not propose patients the screens, the digital games. We think that the therapy should be focused mostly on the analog aspect of this. So instead of giving a patient's telephone to talk with it, we think that we can provide patients and patients' environment, like family, better experiences, for example, through personalized games that can still be analog. Moreover, we want to work as a plugin to cooperate with already existing solutions. Our team is led by me. And funny story, actually, Eliza was here at the morning and she mentioned the School of Pioneers. Actually, I was one of the first participants of this program, and PFR, that is even mentioned here, was the client of my first startup, same as ING and a few others. My experience is based mostly in consulting of EdTech and creating digital tools and digital games. Ola, our speech therapy expert, works in the field of neurology, and she also dance and do things like rhythmic therapy, to name this easily. David is our CTO. He's working in the banking environment, so he has the experience in processing sensitive data all the time, actually. We already established the first paid pilotage at the University of Silesia, capture a few grants, and our current main success, I think, was $10,000 from the Visa Foundation at the end of one of their accelerators. Currently, we are looking for partners because we are preparing for the educational campaign for the final of WOŚP regarding the work of speech therapists on the hematology and oncological wards of the hospitals. We are looking for facilities that employs speech therapists. We're looking for people experienced in developing technological products. Our company has less than 2 months. We already established 100,000 zlotys in grant and win prizes from the competitions. So I'm okay with the fact that there will be no question. I hope that I will see you smiling and breathing for the rest of your life, and you will never need us. But if you will need us, I hope that you will have personalized care for standard, not as something that will be extremely rare. And I hope that will be true for all of us, all across the Europe and all across the globe. Thank you.
So big applause. So thank you very much for the presentation. And now do we have Sylvia from Pred? Sylvia, are you with us? Yeah, right. Magic device. We are looking for a presentation. Yeah, this one. Wait a second, wait, not now. Check if it does work.
Yes.
Yeah, so thank you very much. So do you have 10 minutes?
Hello, I'm Sylvia. I have pleasure to present my team and our idea. We call the project Pretriage. And imagine yourself being in China, in need of help, in the middle of hallway hospital, not understanding anyone, anything. Medical staff gets frustrated. You start to stress even more. In this situation, we need, or translator is needed, but hospital lacks of systemized solution to address such challenge. For example, in 2018, as many as 182,000 foreign patients were treated in Poland. And this number is increasing every year. And this trend is observed also in other countries as well. So as the data shows, system to communicate with foreign patient is crucial. Unfortunately, most of the time, the language barrier still occur. How look the process? Where is the problem? When you get the hospital, we need help emergency. And here are only a few problems that occur already at the first stage of patient admission to emergency department. And this problem with communication we have on triage and further medical procedure. In our solution, we propose, firstly, patient choose the language on a tablet. In the native language, pre-triage survey and instructions are displayed. Patient answer simple question in closed-ended question system. Once the survey is completed, patient follow the instructions. System processes responses and transfer key data to hospital documentation. This closed-ended question system simplifies analysis of patient informations and by medical staff. With this simple step, we streamline the process and as a result, reduce the risk of error communications between doctors and patient. Our solution have many implementation modes. For example, a QR code, voice assistant for individuals who have difficulty in reading. It could be used also as a tool in ambulance. Additionally, it's not only solution for foreign patients, it can also be used by all patients. So, and this we are here, we met us together one more in October 2024 on Hackathon, and we won it. We bring together diverse experience, knowledge from various fields. I'm in sales marketing, I'm a lawyer, and in business development, and I study psychology. And we have Gabriela, her field is healthcare management, and Basia, UX designer, Ala, study management, and Julia, biomedical engineering. And the three of us are now in Budapest to present this idea on a winners event. So, we are looking, first of all, the partner like hospital to implement our idea, to collect user experience, and we need help in programming also and financing. So we called our solution smart and simple. Thank you.
Thank you. Big applause, please. So thank you very much for the presentation. Are there any questions? If not, the next one is Jasia. I have always problem with pronounce the name of your firm, Pikralida, yeah? So you are next. The mic for you and this magical device, yes.
Magical device.
Yeah. And you have 10 minutes. And let's start if it does work. Yeah.
Okay. Hello. I'm very happy that I have a chance to present to you what Picralida truly is during LifeScience Open Space in Kraków, which I really enjoy. And I would like to start with our business model. Once we started Picralida in 2019, we decided that we will develop Picralida based on hybrid business model. We are dedicated to developing new transformative therapies to address unmet medical need, and we use drug repurposing strategy. But at the same time, we decided that we will provide professional services in CRO model to revenue stable stream of revenue. Now you know about our business model, and I would like to focus on our unique value proposition. We are developing novel therapies that has a potential to become first-in-class drugs. We have 2 projects that completed successful phase 1 study, and we are ready to initiate proof-of-concept clinical trials in 2 indications. We are exploring 3 therapeutic areas with a substantial market potential and also with high therapeutic need. And what is quite exciting and also very important for our company, we identified and we are developing new veterinary medicinal product which will enable us to go to market very quickly and start generating revenue in 2028. And what is important, we also identified and we are discussing with US partner that is really engaged in developing this product. What is the base of our pipeline? It is a compound called marimastat. This compound is a potent broad-spectrum matrix metalloproteinase inhibitor, which was studied in the past. And in the past, research groups tried to use this very potent and very interesting compound, and they designed therapies and tried to use this compound chronically. Although after our thorough research, we now understand that their approach was incorrect, and this interesting molecule with validated therapeutic potential and excellent drug-like properties, it's better used in very precise dosing, and our approach based on very dedicated acute or topical treatments when we can maximize the therapeutic potential, also having very safe therapies. We have a structured approach to our business, and this structured approach is based on scientific knowledge, broad expertise of our team in drug development, and also agile business strategy. We base on science, and the results of preclinical and clinical data. We want to use our compound in very precise dosing schemes, and we plan to dose the drug in acute and topical dosing. And we are selecting our indications based on optimized regulatory pathways and also market potential. In our pipeline, we selected 2 therapeutic indications as our goal and focus. We are developing marimastat as a novel therapy dedicated for post-stroke patients. And stroke is one of the leading cause of deaths. And the second indication, which on the other hand, very rare, is an orphan indication. It's a snake bite and venoming, which is underestimated in our geographic area, while by the WHO it's defined as one of the most neglected tropical diseases. And take a look on the in vivo data supporting the therapeutic potential of marimastat. So on the left side, you can see the data of the in vivo experiment of brain injury. And what we see and what we prove that marimastat speed up the recovery of the animals, and this effect is dose dependent. And on the right side, you can see the results of the snake bite and venoming model. And our compound can protect animals from the really deadly effect of the venom. Look at this huge difference and this exciting effect. So, having all scientific data and business data, we decided to initiate R&D work, which included developing optimal scalable synthetic process of marimestat. We also discovered and described polymorphic forms of this compound. We manufactured beautiful IR tablets, and also we developed and manufactured it under GMP conditions. We conducted whole preclinical testing that is required to initiate phase 1 clinical trial. And then we conducted phase 1 clinical trial in healthy volunteers, which reveals and confirms that the compound during 1 week dosing is very well tolerated, and the treatment doesn't cause any treatment-related adverse events. We also indicated that the compound has a rapid absorption, minimal food effect, and we see no accumulation. We are ready to approach phase 2 clinical trials in these both indications. And our strategic plan is based on generating revenue streams, and we would like to work it that it will work like a cascade. So we would like to run to market quickly with our veterinary drug with snakebite and venoming, and there is a potential to bring this drug to market quite quickly and start generating revenue in 2028. And the revenue stream from commercialization will enable us to develop our whole pipeline. I would like to take a look on the milestones that we are anticipating to achieve in the nearest 18 months. So for the veterinary drug for snakebite and venoming, we are initiating collaboration with a US partner active in the veterinary field, and we are planning to finalize the collaboration agreement. Together with our partner, we are planning to conduct the clinical study in the dog, and we are also planning to finalize the go-to-market strategy. For snakebite and venoming and neuroprotection, the drugs dedicated for human use, we are planning to initiate phase 2 clinical trials. And for snakebite and venoming, we would like to obtain US drug designation from the FDA for marimestat in snakebite and venoming. And what about commercialization? I mentioned that we would like to create and sustain this revenue cascade. So we are planning to, as Picralida, together with our regional partners, market the drug, the veterinary drug, and start generating revenues in 2028. The next step will be generating revenue from out-licensing the project dedicated for neuroprotection, and follow on, we would like to market the drug for snakebite and venoming in humans. And so both projects for snakebite and venoming will be marketed by Picralida together with partners, and other indications will be out-licensed. As I mentioned at the very beginning, we started generating stable stream of revenues from the very beginning of the company. We are providing professional pharma services to pharmaceutical companies in Poland and from other countries. From the beginning, we conducted several complex R&D projects for our pipelines, complex projects dedicated to formulation development. And this is very important for us, not only from the point of from revenue stream, but it also validates our company and our team, and we have very good opinion among our clients. And at the end, I would like to take your attention and highlight the most important things which make Picralida interesting investment opportunity. We are a team of dedicated scientists with proven track records. We prove that we can conduct in a very efficient way R&D projects in the field of drug development. And it's what is very also important. We achieved several regulatory approvals in our history. We are working on therapies with the first-in-class potential. We have 2 projects ready to take to phase 2. We also have a product, a veterinary product that can go to market quickly, so we would be able to start generating revenue in 2028. And we have smart approach. We take care of our stable revenues, and we are dedicated to developing new therapies. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Asio, the presentation. And now I would like to invite Ruslana. Yes, are you with us? Yeah. Ruslana from Technovator. No, there is no Ruslana with us. So maybe Maciek from RiskSense. Maciek? So we have now presentations of RiskSense. So first step is to find the proper presentation, and then this should be one before last. So you have 10 minutes. And another thing.
No problem. I have a big voice, so I would manage. Right. Anyways, great to be here. My name is Maciek, and I'm responsible for technology at RiskSense, a company that is dedicated to helping individuals manage their relationship with addictive substances and behaviors. And there are many good reasons for why what we do matters, but the biggest one are the 2 billion people drinking alcohol, using cannabis, gambling, and watching porn in a hazardous way, in a way that eventually will lead to the detriment in their mental and physical health. In this dark picture, there's a glimmer of hope, an opportunity that we see, because according to various studies, 30% of those individuals want to cut back. They want to reduce the use due to health concerns, wellness being in the mainstream, sober cures or no-low trends being on the rise. But for most of those individuals, they can't achieve the change alone. They need support. And the problem is that the existing solutions just doesn't cut it. They either demand too much hassle or they're just too easy to ignore. On one hand, conventional approach usually demands large commitments and face people with stigma, fear. On the other hand, digitalized solutions like mobile apps, they lack so much needed human touch. And frankly, they're just boring, making people resign from using them very quickly. So from our perspective, nowadays, motivation is the critical challenge in behavioral change. And to face this challenge, to respond to it, we are aiming to create an AI-driven cutback companion, a mobile solution which is chat-centric, which delivers emphatic experience, adjusting to ever-changing users' emotional states, predicting behavior, predicting relapsing or craving to help to act before it's too late, surprising users with generative content that is relevant to their experiences, and finally, delivering it through a fun way, through ever-popular mobile games that are accompanied by conventional techniques. This is a long journey, and for us, like every journey has to start with the first step, and for us, it was Cannabis, our MVP product, dedicated to people using cannabis. We've launched it in April 24 this year, in cooperation with a well-known Polish rap artist, Mata. We did it to basically confirm the cutback need we saw in the studies I spoke about in the beginning, and to gather very needed feedback from millennials and Gen Z populations. And so we did. The app was downloaded 25,000 times in the first 2 weeks, Currently, we're helping around 1,000 users to reduce, quit, or take a break from using cannabis. And we also confirmed that our technological approach that we developed over the last years in our R&D actually makes us stand out in this market, attracting users' attention and giving this true hope of delivering change. We've been working in preclinical trials with the largest network of rehab clinics in Poland, Monar, to create craving prediction algorithm. We've launched national scale studies gathering almost 60,000 participants to gather data about the relationship of individuals and addictive substances and behaviors to fuel those algorithms to make them as most accurate as possible. We are also hyper-personalizing the content through generative LLMs that we use in a smart way. And this technical approach makes us stand out in the market because current available digital solutions are just simple sobriety trackers filled with repetitive content. And this has to change because this is too of an important issue to try to tackle this in this very simple digitalized form. We are using LLMs to harness attention, to deliver relevant messaging, generative abilities of AIs to create support content that is relevant to each user. And finally, we're launching mobile games that have a therapeutic effect. With this feedback, with this experience, we are ready to take the next step. We are aiming to launch our first commercial product here in Poland, targeting users of alcohol. There are 5 million Poles drinking alcohol in a hazardous way, harming themselves and their surroundings. Among this, we identify a beachhead market of 500,000 millennials with disposable income that we want to target in the first go. To achieve this goal, we are raising a round of 1 million euros to deploy the app within the first 6 months and achieve 50K euro MRR within 18 months since launch, to establish a solid foundation for our company for further growth, either in the B2C space or going towards the software as a medical device solution. We are backed by VCs that have digital health focus. Our R&D was fueled by NCBR grants that are being consistently helping us to create the technology that will make a breakthrough, and we have very clean cap table to invest in. Our team spans competencies from science, technology, data science, marketing, and management. So we are very much ready to tackle the challenge that is ahead of us. Our growth plan is quite simple. First, we want to start within the B2C stage. Then we want to grow our distribution channels and enter market with addictions relating to behaviors. And finally, we see ourselves as a digital therapeutic that is reimbursed here in Europe or in the US market. So with that, we are also focusing at the global potential of the market, which is vast, both in substance and behavioral addictions. With that, thank you for your attention. If you are willing to help us to change the world, change the way people have managed their relationship with addictive substances and behaviors, join us, help us to grow with investment, with cooperation. We are ready to go and test our solutions in clinical settings, as we did with Monar. So I invite you to talk to me and cooperate in the future. Thank you very much for your attention.
So, thank you very much for this very inspirational speech. It was very good. Devices. Thank you very much. And now, do we have Ruswana with us? If not, that will be our last presentation. So, Maciek, Triloka, yes? And this is this magical device and mic.
Perfect.
And 10 minutes for you.
I can see that I have an hour.
Yeah, no.
Actually. So
according to the plan, yes, I have an hour.
Yes, but it's, you know, it is important topic. So patenting. So I think that maybe after my presentation,
yes,
maybe
you have extra hour to talk and ask
yes,
questions.
time for questions.
Never rise during this meeting. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. thank you for inviting, and thank you for possibility to tell you a few words about patenting, what can be a crucial thing for many companies, spin-off companies that are present here on this audience. My name is Maciej Czarnik. I'm a patent attorney, Polish European patent attorney, and today I would like to tell you a few words about an unorthodox way of thinking about patenting, because many people think that patenting is complicated, very expensive, and finally, after you get patent, so in fact, it may appear that the scope of this patent does not meet your expectations, and you put a lot of money, a lot of effort, and finally you got nothing. But how can you change the situation? So I would like to tell you about benefits of making exploratory patent application, filing such applications, especially to European Patent Office. Of course, you can choose several different offices to file, but in this presentation, I will focus on EPO. I will tell you what do I mean, what is this exploratory patent application. Then we will focus on benefits. Some benefits are R&D and gives you some benefits in research planning, research agenda, and also there are some financial benefits that it's for sure worth mention. Finally, filing such application, it may increase the value of assets of the company. It can give you also easier talk to larger firms, to investors, and it proves that you have in mind that you protect your intellectual property assets. And the last slide will be an example of such exploration. I think what I would like to say, so it is an example of the patent. Actually, I would want to mention the patent that was recently granted to the university. Okay, to the university, Jagiellonian University. Actually, okay, it is not so easy. So it is actually mice model of heart failure, and patent is granted, and it was something that the scientific team was not sure if it is possible to patent. They filed a patent application based on the results of giving mice tyrosine kinase for the in the certain age, and they in the result they have heart failure, and it was such application based on the small amount results, but the patent is granted in the rather broad scope, and it is just a good idea. Thank you so much.
And it's appear on the screen.
Oh, perfect. Yes, it is.
Finally, yeah.
Yes, finally. And this is application. And on the right side, one more thing. It is a unitary patent. Because since last year, you can get unitary effect to the European patent to cover 18 countries. And it is very cheap. So fourth year, for instance, for protection is only 140 euro. So many things to be considered in terms of patenting. Thank you.
Big applause. Thank you very much. And it wasn't the last presentation today. And now I would like to invite Ruslana, Technovator, yes? And you will have 10, this is a microphone. And wait a second, before it was the last presentation. If we are ready, you can just push the button, the biggest one. Yeah, you can start, you have 10 minutes.
Hi everyone, my name is Ruslana. I'm CEO and co-founder at Technovator. And actually, today I would like to tell about something that is so good to be true, but it's already in reality. And I would like to ask, how many devices do we use in our daily life? I mean, like laptop, smartphone, electric vehicles, and even people use some implantable devices, as cardiac pacemaker or brain pacemaker. So many, right? And all these devices requires power. And I have to tell that still no a good solution to charge the devices wirelessly. Let's say we almost use cables and batteries, but if we talk about the solutions that we really can bring to the healthcare, to such a market that is medical devices and also implantable devices. And today I will talk about first remote quantum charging solution for the active implants. So probably you know the heart diseases are taking around 18 million lives each year. It's almost 33% of all death cases. More than 72 million people suffer from heart disease over the world. And that is a really huge market. And I have to tell that not only the heart disease, but also diseases related to the stroke that react to the brain, and actually we need to install brain stimulator or insulin pump. They also need to be recharged wirelessly. And let's say if we talk about the cardiac pacemaker, it's necessary to replace active implantable devices every 5 to 7 years. And it's not that you just replace the battery, but it's necessary to take out the whole device from your heart. And actually, if we talk about the real monitoring, like real-time monitoring that currently people can do, it's almost once per 3 months. It means that, for example, if something happens and the parameters of the health are not good, it's impossible to do it in the real moment. It's necessary to wait for the whole diagnostic and after that to understand what is wrong, what is not. So, if you talk about the solutions that currently exist on the market, they almost based on various technologies, and such as technologies as ultrasound, microwave, magnetic resonance, solar cells placed under the skin, and also piezoelectricity. But still no solution on the market that able to charge active implantable devices wirelessly and safely. So, we invented such a technology that able to charge active implantable devices without cables or battery replacement. People will have the opportunity just to recharge it. More important, the technology operates outside of electromagnetic fields and does not generate heat or electromagnetic interference. It's possible to charge at a distance, so it means that also possible to charge through the tissue and inside of human body. And for this moment, no such a solution that can do that, because let's say if we talk about like all existing methods of energy transfer, if they are based on electromagnetic interference and generate heat, the implantable devices could be rejected by the body and by the health. So in our technology, we do not have it, and so we have safe technology, and we can provide the charging with a good efficiency. So, taking into the account what the technology we have, I need to tell that we have the unique transmitter and receiving elements. They operate in synchronized mode, and actually we can do it in various shape and various size. Transmitting element can take energy from energy source, convert it in its own medium, dividing energy on teeny portion and forming a weak information signal. Sending such a signal to the receiving element, and receiving element is able to reconstruct it. I have to tell that technology is validated and certified, validated by third parties, certified, and we already have pending patent. More important that we already achieve TRL7 for such a solution like consumer electronics and electric bike, and we have TRL4 for active implantable devices. But also if we talk about the medical devices, we can make the solution really fast, especially if hospitals or clinics use various medical devices that requires battery or cables, we can charge it wirelessly and simultaneously. So what's the advantages of the solutions that we can propose that are almost possible to charge remotely, possible to do real-time health monitoring, and also we already have safe technology, but definitely it will be necessary to prove on human. And we have also secure data exchange protocol, as we have a really strong scientific approach based on our technology. We almost mastered such Casimir mirrors effects that are able to transfer energy and forming such information signal that also possible to use for the providing the information about the health parameters. So just imagine if people will use various implantable devices such as brain stimulator, cardiac pacemaker, insulin pump, and many others. It will possible to, for example, to gather the parameters, send it to the receiving element, from the receiving element to the charging station, and from the charging station to the hospitals. And hospitals, actually doctors, will react immediately on the health statement of the patient, providing them with a prescription of the health statement and what necessary to do. So, actually, related to our project, I have to tell that we started in 2015, but real invention happened in 2019. After the ton of tests that we did related to the trying to improve the existing technologies, and for some reason also the invention happened by accident. Then we mastered our technology and we integrated into several products, consumer electronics. We successfully finalized the joint project with Polish National Research and Development Center, and currently we are ready to scale up and deploy technology into the various products. So actually, we consider the opportunity also to provide continuously to develop our technology, and because we have also the potential where we can bring such a technology and we have another functionality. So that's why we are planning to generate another IP related to what we have. And also we are already in negotiation with global companies, and we are planning to connect another one on the nearest future. So if you talk about our team, we have 3 inventors, 2 co-founders. We have also a strong business, technical, and science expertise in our team. And more important, that founders know each other for more than 20 years. So actually, what could be our next step, that we already are in process of negotiation, as I mentioned, with global companies, and we are planning to participate several incubation programs, especially to integrate technology into the existing products. We have already the system, and we will need to minimize it, and we will need especially to make such direct integration into the device and create a wireless charging solution. And even right now we have the prototype with ourselves, especially for the consumer electronics, that we are able to demonstrate afterwards. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much.
So thank you. So thank you very much for the presentation. Big applause, yes. And it was last presentation in this session. Thank you very much, and big applause for you, for the audience who stayed till the end of this part of our conference. So thank you very much, and big applause for you. And because we finished earlier, we have longer break. So go to the break and take your coffee on everyone you want. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.